Thank you. I'm going to take a little editorial liberty here, since I am an interim and sometimes we can get away with it. But I think it really needs to be said, and I'm going to say it completely and comprehensively as I can for the record. I was not here when you all adopted and went through your Measure P process. And at the time, when you calculated that rate, the world is not as it is today. This was done in April and May of last year. And I think it is unfair for members of the public or our own employees and staff or perhaps management looking over our shoulders to criticize the city manager or the finance people at the time or the elected officials here for indicating that Measure P would bring in more than it could. On July 18th of this year, prior to when I started here, the Anderson School of Economics at UCLA indicated their year-end quarterly report and said there would absolutely be no recession in the balance of 2008 and 2009. When the bottom fell out of the market in August, and when we had the blackest October we have ever had since the Depression, Anderson School of Economics could not have said enough mea culpas. There is no way anyone, if the Anderson School of Economics could not have forecasted what occurred here in our national and global economy between August and October, I don't think anybody else here working at the city or at the time designing the Measure P calculations could have done any better. It is not that Measure P isn't a wonderful tool, and God willing, life will recover here in 36 months, and you will reap the rewards of that effort. And it is great that it is a discretionary tax in the general fund, which you as a council can decide how you want to allocate when and if you get that money. We are not the vacuous statement on the press releases. We are not in a bankruptcy mode, but that doesn't necessarily mean we should be irresponsible. These are tough times. It's like having your income cut by 10 or 25% and taking a salary cut at the job and still having to pay for your mortgage and your utility bills. That's the kind of mode we're in. We are not in Armageddon yet. We are going to try to prevent to get to Armageddon, and we need to be responsible with what we do with our finances, and hence those financial policies and goals that we talked about earlier.